Niti Aayog meeting chaired by Prime Minister Modi today has been at the centre stage of a huge political furore. Of course, it's on expected lines, with West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee expected to raise her post-budget political dissent in any case. But that's just one part. The TMC Supremo, Mamata Banerjee, has now claimed that she was given only 5 minutes to speak, while others spoke 15 to 20 minutes. Not just this, she has claimed that her mic was muted as she raised the issue of discriminatory behavior by the centre.
मैं मीटिंग बैठक करके आई इसी के लिए कि जब चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी ने बोला उसको 20 मिनट बोलने दिया। असम का चीफ मिनिस्टर बोला, मैंने देखा गोवा का चीफ मिनिस्टर बोला, मैंने देखा छत्तीसगढ़ का चीफ मिनिस्टर बोला, वो लोगों के 10 मिनट 12 मिनट बोलने दिया। मेरे को बोलने का 5 मिनट होने का नाते स्टॉप कर दिया। I said this is unfair. Only one from opposition side. Only I am presenting here.
Many chief ministers are slighted by the allocation of funds in this union budget, and that is why many have boycotted the Niti Aayog meeting. And further, the Chief Minister of Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, has also walked out of the meeting because she was not given adequate time to speak, to air her grievances.
Now, Niti Aayog CEO has countered Mamata Banerjee's claims and said that she was not stopped from speaking. Her stipulated time got over, following which she stopped speaking herself and left as she had a flight to catch, even as the state chief secretary stayed on for the rest of the meeting. In fact, the CEO has gone on to say that she was given a chance out of turn after her request for her address to be positioned before lunch.
The Chief Minister of West Bengal had made a request to be given a turn before lunchtime, because West Bengal would be W, which would certainly come post-lunch session. They wanted a request. It was in writing, and we actually adjusted. So she made her statement. Every chief minister is allotted 7 minutes, and there's just a clock on top of the screen which tells you the time that is remaining. So it goes from 7 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3. At the end of that, it shows 00, nothing else. Nothing else has happened other than that. And what happens is the Raksha Mantri just does that on his table. That's it. And that's it. And then she said that, look, I would have liked to speak for more time, but I'll not speak anymore.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman too dismissed the allegations of her mic being switched off and called it an attempt by the West Bengal Chief Minister to spread lies and falsehood.
Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, was here attending the Niti Aayog meeting, which is being under the chairmanship of Honorable Prime Minister. We all heard her even as she spoke. Every chief minister was given an allotted time, and that was displayed on the screen which was present before every table. We could see 2 tables would have a screen before us, and we could see before us the respective chief ministers speaking. So did we watch so many chief ministers speaking, as was Mamata Banerjee ji also speaking. But apparently she is now conveyed to the media, or conveyed through the media, that her mic was put off. That is completely false.
Mamata Banerjee is the only opposition-ruled state chief minister who attended the Niti Aayog meeting today, even as all other opposition-ruled chief ministers boycotted the meeting. Soon after, Mamata Banerjee, though, stormed out of the meeting. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister 𝐃𝐮𝐭𝐭𝐚, who was among the first chief ministers to announce his decision of boycotting the meet, stated, in a democracy, the opposition wasn't the enemy of the centre and shouldn't be treated that way. Opposition boycotted the meeting over budget allocation, alleging the allocations have focused on BJP allies Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu. Let me open up this discussion at this point to my panelists. I'm also being joined at this point by Pradeep Maur, who's a leader for the BJP, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, who's a spokesperson for Congress, Dr. Riju Datta, who's a spokesperson for TMC, as well as S. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, who's a political analyst. Thank you very much, all four of you, for joining us. Pradeep Maur, can I come to you first? So you have chief ministers now, from Mamata Banerjee to M.K. Stalin and to several other opposition leaders who are saying, give the due that's required to chief ministers of the states, if not at the budget, at least at the Niti Aayog.
Look, equal opportunities were given to each and every chief minister. There was a time clock that was running. 7 minutes were given to corresponding ministers. There was no discrimination as such. But what I personally feel is that Mamata Banerjee ji has a tendency that she always does something or the other so that she can remain in the media headlines now. So we are discussing this now. So this is what she wanted. She wants to be there on the media. She wants that people should discuss her. And that is what is her agenda. And that is why she puts in some of the other useless controversies. And this is a useless controversy. In fact, as we are talking about opposition, each and every chief minister of the opposition was invited. If they decided not to be there, that is their own decision. In fact, if they had some issue, they should have rather be there and discussed it instead of running away from there and hiding their face. I am really surprised if somebody says that they are not willing to attend Niti Aayog meeting because they feel that no, that government is doing something that they do not want to do. I mean, okay, fair enough. If you have some other agenda, come over there, discuss with the Niti Aayog, bring up your opinion. That's the better way, rather than hiding your face. So it's very ridiculous on this part of Mamata Banerjee and even the opposition, the way they are behaving. I'm really surprised. Why are they behaving
Pradeep
like
Maur,
that?
Mamata Banerjee has said one chief minister was given 20 minutes. Goa, Assam and Chhattisgarh chief ministers were given 10 to 12 minutes. Why was she given 5 minutes?
Look, each and every minister was given 7 minutes, not 5 minutes, first of all. And there was a provision that if any chief minister want to speak something more, I mean, they could have asked for an extra time. She did not ask for the extra time. She could have asked. She just left the meeting. First of all, because this states were alphabetically, scheduled, right? So scheduling alphabetically, that means it was post-lunch. Her speech was supposed to be post-lunch. So she preponed that speech. And now, when it was preponed, she could have asked for the extra time. She did not ask for the extra time. So if she had asked for the extra time, an extra time would not
let me just get in the TMC spokesperson at this point. Okay. Dr. Riju Datta, you've heard what Pradeep Maur has spoken. You've heard what BJP has spoken. Couple of questions to you. One, in fact, the center, the Niti Aayog CEO has gone on to say that while there was a tap for her to indicate to her by the defense minister that the time was over, she herself said, I would like to speak more, but I'm stopping at this point. The Niti Aayog CEO has said that she had a flight to catch. The finance minister has gone on to say that she's spreading falsehood. BJP, including Pradeep Maur, is saying she just wants to be in the limelight.
Okay, I'll start one by one and give you the answer to your question right at the end. What is hilarious to me and probably the viewers of Mirror now is that the minions or the followers of camera GV casting aspirations on other leaders who wants to be in the limelight. Unbelievable. Anyways, why was Mamata Banerjee at the Niti Aayog meeting today? The union government owes Bengal 1,71,000 crores. Bengal is deprived. Mamata Banerjee did not go to the Niti Aayog meeting as the leader of Trinamool Congress. She went there as the chief minister of West Bengal to ask for the rightful dues of the people of Bengal that are unjustly blocked by the union government out of sheer political vendetta. Because in the recently concluded union budget that was tabled, the budget was used to bribe its alliance partners to keep this Mili-Juli Sarkar buoyant. It deprived non-India states and it deprived Bengal. That is the bottom line. When she wanted to speak, where other chief ministers spoke for lengths at a time, firstly, she was given 5 minutes time. After 5 minutes, continuous bell ringing happened. Then her mic was turned off. Is that not an insult to the only opposition chief minister attending the Niti Aayog meeting? Niti Aayog should be ashamed that none of the opposition
But the centre is saying
chief
there was
ministers
no mic
attended.
turned
Only
off.
Mamata Banerjee
The
attended.
centre
And
is
you
saying there was
cannot
no
even grant
provision
us
for a
this
mic
courtesy.
to be turned off. The centre is saying that there was only a clock in place. The centre is completely refuting this.
I'm coming to... Can I come to... I'm answering your question. From PIB to ED to CBI to NCW, all these institutes, how compromised they are, how saffronized they are, the country knows. I don't need to explain this. And is this the first time that somebody is saying that the opposition mic is turned off? Has in the past, did Rahul Gandhi's mic was never turned off inside the parliament? They have a habit of this. This is called a mic ban sarkar. And I'm telling you, Bengal was insulted today, Mamata Banerjee was insulted, and Bengal will give its right befitting reply to this mic ban sarkar. The bottom line, I'm telling you this, Niti Aayog CEO can come and spew lies. The Honorable Finance Minister is blatantly lying in front of the media. You want the truth? I am asking you, Sneha, every conversation, every statement of every chief minister on Niti Aayog is video recorded. Instead of giving dialogues in front of the media, why don't you put the video out in the open? Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani ho jayega. They do not have the guts to do it because their masks will be exposed.
Can that be done? Would BJP do that? Would the NDA alliance do that? Would the central government do that?
No,
Pradeep Mawar?
not at all. No, not at all.
Why?
What are we talking about?
Why?
Can somebody switch off the mic during the discussion? No, this is something that cannot be digested by anybody in
Mr. Pradeep
India.
Mawar, I mean, I understand Centre has refuted these charges and said it's falsehood. But this is not the first time that this allegation has surfaced. Like TMC is alleging at this point, right from the parliament to what seems to be now the Niti Aayog. This is what the opposition is saying. They are calling you mic ban sarkar.
Look, what is happening is there is nothing like, somebody would like to mute Mamata Banerjee because nobody's worried about Mamata Banerjee's speech. I mean, everybody likes that, if she's speaking, she should have her time to convey whatever she wants to. I mean, she has this thing. I mean, she always wants that she should be there in the limelight. This is the only agenda. That is what I can find. Nothing else more than that. Because there is nothing like, nobody can mute the microphone of any of the ministers, either at the Niti Aayog meeting or the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. This is practically not possible. It is not done in India. This is India. This is not done over
I
here.
have to get Dr.
Please.
Okay, I have to get Dr. Pooja Tripathi to respond to that, but allow me a minute. Let me just go over quickly to S. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim. Mr. Ibrahim, to what Dr. Raju Datta has said that Bengal has a lot of pending dues. In fact, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, put out a statement today that despite the huge amount of tax that Tamil Nadu is paying, it's not getting any amount. The CM has gone on to say it's getting zero, it's getting zilch. Is that factually correct? Can that be factually correct?
Of course, it is factually right. The data speaks a huge volume out of it. The Tamil Nadu government, which has been having a GSDP of almost 25 lakh crores, which has been paying for the last 2018 to 2023, it has paid almost direct and indirect taxes, almost 6.42 crores to the central government. And what in turn it gets is almost 0.26 paise, which when you compare with the UP, from the financial year 2018 to 2023, it has given almost 3.61 crores to the central government through direct and indirect taxes. But in turns, it gets almost 6.74 lakh crores in returns, which means 2.2 rupees in returns. So this disparity for the southern states, when you compare the other four southern states like Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra and Telangana and Tamil Nadu, it paid almost 22.2 lakh crores, and what it has returned is almost 6.75 lakh crores in returns for the financial year 2012 to 2023. country. And even I want to categorically quote, in the financial year 21 and 22 budget, the Union Finance Minister, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, brazenly lied inside the Parliament, stating that the CMRL project, which has laid down stone by the Honorable Home Minister by Amit Shah on 2021, the Finance Minister categorically said that for the 118 kilometer of the project, at about cost of 63,000 crore will be borne by the central government. But not even a single rupee has been given during this financial budget. So this kind of disparity, this kind of deprivation by the southern state, which has to be dealt left, right and center. What is the use of attending Niti Aayog?
I'm coming back to you.
What is the use of attending Niti Aayog?
Okay, 30 seconds. I'm going to come back to you, sir, to you itself. Tamil Nadu as a state has gone ahead and actually petition before the court saying that governor is not clearing bills. If there is so much of pending and if there is zero money that Tamil Nadu is getting from the centre in terms of the taxes that it is getting, why are you not moving the Supreme Court on this?
Oh, so many cases, madam, so many cases. This is the duty of the central government. You can't go ahead through all the time to the governor or Supreme Court. Don't we have a conscience to say this? A union government, which is a collection of states, has to do its diligent process with its own capability. It shouldn't make the state government to enter into these route of going to governor, going to Supreme Court for all their dues. Right? This is not a fair government. This kind of disparity by the union government made sure
Pradeep
they lost
Maur,
from 3,303 to 243. Still they are not learning the lessons. Still they are not learning the lessons.
Pradeep
What is the
Maur,
use of getting inside the Niti
southern
Aayog? What is the use of getting inside the Niti Aayog?
What I heard from
that is what
okay,
I'm
Pradeep
saying.
Maur, every southern state, every southern chief minister has made these allegations about the southern states not being given their fair due. The whole point of GST was to streamline, rationalize, be given everything in equal par. Southern chief ministers alleging that's far from reality.
Understand, there is a process. The process is something like, if the state has some dues, they have to make the papers, clarify their dues, and send the signed copies of through the governor, right? Through the proper channel. Are these papers sent? If these papers are sent to the proper channel, they could have been displayed by Mamata Banerjee that these papers have been sent and these are the dues and these dues are not clear. So what is happening is these people are coming up, they are talking in the media, they do not have anything in black and white. Where it is in black and white? Do you have governor signed paper which you have sent to the GST, the authorities, and it has not been cleared by them? Now, come up and tell me. If there is something like that, then you can definitely blame the government.
Let me just come into you. Even Congress ruled states have alleged this. Several India alliance partners have alleged this. Opposition rules chief ministers alleged this. And interestingly, it was Rahul Gandhi among the first leaders who raised this issue of mic being closed, but centre, whether it be in the parliament or whether it be in the Niti Aayog, is saying this is just falsehood. There is no provision of a mic being switched off is what the centre has been claiming.
Sneha, what happened today at the Niti Aayog meeting with Mamata ji, only opposition ruled CM attending it? It's ugly. I think it just exposes the revengeful attitude of the central government. Why was Niti Aayog, which is just an attached office of Prime Minister office, as it blatantly partisan, muzzles all the dissenting voices. And when somebody with the stature of Mamata ji comes out and says we have to take her opinion on record, we have to accept it. Because when you remember when in 2015 Niti Aayog was constructed, the whole members were called Team India and they were given the shared vision of shaping the development agenda. The first meeting of Niti Aayog, states formulated a policy where the centrally sponsored scheme will have flexibility in implementing, which was overturned and centre went on to micromanage the centrally sponsored scheme. What we have seen in last 10 years of Modi government is shift from cooperative federalism to competitive, combative and even coercive federalism. Supreme Court yesterday gave the tap on their knuckles on that mining royalty is not a tax and states are free to have a mining tax. And what we have seen is not just centralization of power. There's a gradual erosion of federal and economic policy spaces. Never before in the history of India, the
But
southern
Dr.
states,
Pooja Tripathi,
Karnataka, Tamil
BJP is asking one
West
question.
Bengal and-
Allow me a question, and I'm coming back to you itself. BJP is asking a question. Top leaders of BJP have asked this question. If India bloc has a problem, if the chief ministers have a problem, it's a meeting being chaired by the prime minister. Why not attend it and sort it out? Raise your concerns, sort it out. Let's discuss it. Let this get handled. What's the point of boycotting meeting? What's the point of boycotting a Niti Aayog meeting?
Imagine the desperation of opposition ruled states, Sneha, when they have to protest at Jantar Mantar. The Karnataka cabinet was at Jantar Mantar. Tamil Nadu's cabinet was at Jantar Mantar. Mamata Didi will all its cabinet protested at Jantar Mantar, saying we give 100 rupees to center and Karnataka got 12 rupees. And Harish ji was just explaining how Tamil Nadu gets 2 paisa. These states have been voicing their opinion since last 10 years. So there has to be a national discourse on the efficacy of Niti Aayog. We just don't want an attached office of PMO which muzzles all the dissenting voices. We need states due share. It's not a charity that they have been asking for. They are asking their due share from GST. When center includes in their concurrent list and picks out topics like agriculture, mining, state borrowing, debt, everything to the loaded centrally sponsored schemes, it just, diminishes, shirks their taxing powers. You don't pay them GST compensation on time. You decrease the share of the center spending on central.
The opposition has gone ahead and boycotted Niti Aayog meeting. They've made a political statement, but how do you diffuse this political stalemate? It seems that anyway the states are going to be at the loss. People are going to be at loss because the political leaders never came together to thrash things out.
When the organizations, when the institutional structures don't give you a voice, the streets give you a voice. When they're resorting to protest at states, they have placed budget allocations before the budget was presented. And what we just saw Kursi Bachao budget with, mollycoddling Bihar and Andhra Pradesh and giving nothing, absolutely nothing to the cash cows of southern states. So what is the point of attending these meetings when all they'll turn is overturn? And they just benefit their alliance
I'm totally out of time, but I have to come back to you at this point. Pradeep Mahur, each and every opposition party, and I understand there are 3 other panelists from the opposition, but nonetheless that was required because such is the India's dynamics at this point. Pradeep Mahur, if I can ask you this one question, every opposition party is saying there's an institutional collapse. There are no discourses, there's no debates, there's no discussions, and it's all unilateral. With what's happened in the budget, with what the opposition is claiming, how is the centre going to diffuse this, or is the centre even going to be bothered about it?
Look, it's really surprising. That's what I said. If you are invited for a meeting, if you are invited to discuss something, if you are invited to put forward your planning, your agenda, your narratives, right? And you just avoid and go away and say that, you want to go to Jantar Mantar and say something. What is this? Why are you going to Jantar Mantar? Because somebody is not listening to you, right? This is what you are saying to the media. Now, when you're invited, when you're called, say, so that you can put forward your point, then you are not coming. So this is something
do you want to quickly respond to this, Rijudatta?
Right. This is something like that
30 seconds.
They
You
are
quickly want
not
to
interested in
respond to.
discussion.
I will
They are
only
just
say this.
interested
I
in
will only
media
say
trials.
this.
Media trials is the agenda. That's what I'm saying.
I will, oh my God, can this man shut up, please? Yeah, I will only say this. This Niti Aayog, which was started this journey in 2005,
Let's keep it
did not use
is
the
an
word
absolute
shut up. Understand? Learn to behave first.
My goodness.
All right, Pradeep Mahur, I already intervened and I said let's keep it civil. Mr. Pradeep Mahur, I'm here. I've already told Rijudatta to keep it civil. Rijudatta, go ahead. 30 seconds. Let's keep it civil. Please complete your sentence.
The Niti Aayog replaced the National Planning Commission, which was constituted by Netaji Subhash Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru. And Mr. so-called big leader Narendra Modi scrapped it and started Niti Aayog with a budget of 400 crores annually. This Niti Aayog is an absolute farce and a disgrace, and it should be scrapped altogether because it has nothing for the opposition. It is just BJP's meeting.
Okay, I'm totally out of time at this point. Pradeep Maur, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Dr. Riju Datta, as well as S. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, thank you very much for joining us. But one thing is very unclear. We may know how the Niti Aayog meeting has come to an end. We don't know how the stalemate is going to end. Not only was a parliament session on to a stormy start, looks like every other meeting also is following spate.